Well, hello there, friends. TV dinner with Chef Jean-Pierre tonight. We're making Salisbury Steak. I'm going to show you exactly how I make it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell. Stay tuned, friends. We're doing it right now together. Well, hello there, friends. Salisbury steak today. That's delicious. We're going to make it. It's kind of, oh, you probably had it before. It's a hamburger steak. So it's a hamburger they made look like a steak, or meatloaf steak, or TV dinner. Call it whatever you want to call it. I'm going to make my own. Right there, my friends, I got the gloves on. I'm just more comfortable working with the gloves when I touch the meat. Then I don't have to wash my hand for 10 minutes. So, 80-20, you can need a little fat, so 80-20 ground chuck. I do it, but you can buy it from butcher shop that are nice, so we're gonna make it together, okay? It's very simple, friends. I got some bacon going over there. I'm doing it very slowly. Yeah, it's so slowly, it's not even moving. Yeah. And it's just, I do it when I saute the bacon like this, friend. I do it very slowly because I want the fat. I want to use the bacon fat, so we're going to saute the Salisbury steak in the bacon fat. And then we're going to use the bacon to make the sauce. We're going to make a nice sauce, mushroom sauce with it. All right? So, friends, I got the meat right there. We're going to put an egg. Then we're going to put a little bit of garlic. I'm going to save some for the sauce. The ground garlic, chopped garlic, freshly chopped garlic. We're going to put a little bit of a mixture. I have mixture of thyme and rosemary. And then I'm also going to put some chopped parsley. And then I'm going to put some finely chopped parsley. You can just do one. It'll be perfectly fine. Then we're going to put a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. That's going to give us quite a bit of salt. We're going to put a little bit of hot sauce. Don't want to use hot sauce? Don't worry about it. And I like to use a little bit of buttermilk. This can, it's very similar to the recipe I make, friends, for my meatloaf. If you've never had my meatloaf, you got to try it out. Right over there, Jack's going to put a link in there for you. Meatloaf is amazing. It really is. Then we're going to use some fresh breadcrumb. You can use dry breadcrumb, but I don't like it. So I use fresh breadcrumb. How do you make fresh breadcrumb? Right over there's a link. I use it for the tomato pie. I use it for the meatloaf. I use it for so many recipes for it. I put it on top of fish. I put this breadcrumb on top of fish. You can eat this by itself. It's so good. You're going to put things in there. It's got to be good. Don't forget anything. It's possible. You can also put a little cayenne pepper. You can also put a little bit of dry mixed herb de Provence. If you have them, if you don't have it, don't worry about a dry mixed herb. You probably have some oregano, thyme, rosemary in there, basil. Mix all this up, friends. You see? Mix all it up. You don't want to mix it up more than you have to, but why would you want to do that anyway? You hear people, oh, don't mix it up too much. You're going to make it tough. Well, we're not going to mix it any more than we have to. It's kind of fun, actually. I forgot to put salt in there. I know I got to put it Worcestershire sauce, but that's not going to be enough. So here we go. I can't go in there in the salt right now, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the gloves out. Oh boy, takes the gloves out. I take the gloves out. I'm going to put the salt. And then I'm also going to put some pepper. And I'm going to use my coarse pepper because I like it that way. And now, I'll tell you what, real quick, I put another glove on. It'll be quicker to put the glove on than to try to do it with the spatula, you see? And then we're gonna make the steak. All right? And I got a easy method to make them. I'm gonna show you. I feel like I'm making dough. I need another glove. Hold on. Hold on, yeah. It takes 2 seconds. You watch. Not exactly. That'll teach me to forget something. I'm always forgetting something. You notice that? I always forget something. All right, we're going to make them now. All right? So now I got a mess over here. That's okay. I'm still going to clean my hands. So look, friends. What I do is I take a cookie cutter mold, right? and I put it in there. This, I already know because I've been using it, so you have to calculate it. This is gonna give me a 6-ounce steak. 6 ounce. By the way, I didn't tell you that, but I got 24 ounces, 1.5 pound of ground chuck. Okay, so I can make 4 6 ounces. That's exactly what I'm doing. So you see what I like to do? I like to just bang it, make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, make sure it's nice and tight. That's very important, right? And then we remove it, right? And then it's not a hamburger, right? It's a steak. So when we take it, we make it look like a steak. So you push it, but you see it's nicely together. Okay? All right, my friends? So I'm going to do this 3 more times, right there. Maybe a little bigger, yeah. 3 more times. And then I'm going to put them in a cooler. I'm going to let them chill a little bit because it's easier to handle them if we chill. Let them chill a little bit. And then when we come back, I'm going to remove the bacon and we're going to saute them. And then we're going to put them on a cookie sheet. We're going to let them cool a little bit. It's easier. You could do it right away, but trust me, it's easier if you just take your time. Chill them, and then we're going to continue to do the whole thing. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm going to continue making them. Okay, friends? So, the fat, bacon fat, you see that? We're going to saute the steak in there. It's hot. I want about, I'm looking at least 300, 3.25. Eh? See, the steaks are holding together. I call them steaks. It's really a hamburger steak. Yeah. And we're going to sear them, get a beautiful color. That's what we need to do. And then, friends, we're going to transfer them. We're going to still use the same pan. We're going to transfer them. Let me clean my hands. We're going to transfer them in the oven for a few minutes. So you got to make sure you got your oven on, huh? So I got my oven on at 425, so I like it to go really quick. And as soon as they're golden brown, we're going to flip them, and I'm going to put them in a cookie sheet. I like to cook them on this silicone mat. You know, the silicone mat, I love those. I've been using them for years. Years, like ever since they came out. 30 years ago, I don't know when. And they're great because nothing sticks to it. Silicone, you wash it good. The secret, though, with those, friends, if you got one of those, you got to put Dawn soap. Dawn, whatever you call it. Palmolive. Not so good. I like Dawn better. Dawn soap, and you wash it. You let them hair dry. Let's see what do we got here. I want a beautiful color. Let me see what I got. It's starting. It's not exactly what I want. So, but this is, let's see. Yeah, it's starting to look good, you see? It's starting to look good, friends. So what we're going to do, we could certainly, smells good. We could certainly put them in the fry pan like that in the oven, but I want to use the fry pan and all that goodies, all that bacon fat and everything. I want to use that. I may have a little too much fat, actually. I'm going to remove some of it. We're making beautiful golden brown. And then we're going to put them on the cookie sheet. And then we're going to come back and make the sauce, okay? So, voila. Voila. And they're not going to be in there very long, but you could certainly cook them in the sauce. But, you know, I made them pretty thick. I think they get a better result if you cook them. So, I'm going to pop them in the oven. I got the oven going, and then, you see, it's hot in there. And then I'm going to get rid of some of that fat. I got a little bowl in here. I just got a little too much. I don't need all that. I mean, you know what? I'm not going to throw it away. I'm not going to throw that fat away because that fat is going to be delicious for anything. Making omelets, saute, anything, right? I mean, anything, friends. Now we're going to saute some onion. Remember, the onion is always number one. All right, always. Saute the onion, make it look beautiful, golden brown. And then what else are we going to put in here? What else are we going to put in here? Let me take this out of there. Let me get myself a plate so I can put my thing. I got we're going to make a sauce. Now, you know, remember, friends, I know a lot of you make your steak the way you want it. I do the same. I make it the way I want it. And it might not be what you think it should be, but that's cool. Make it the way you want it. You know, I'm sharing my recipe with you. You know, I find it interesting when people watch the channel, they go, well, that's not the way I do it. It's like when I did the shepherd's pie. Mamma mia. How many people? Oh, that's not a shepherd's pie. My shepherd's pie. You watch my channel, I make it the way I like it. You don't like it the way I like it? Make your own channel. Yeah, having a channel. Some people have great ideas. Start your own channel. Look, YouTube is a great place to share your idea, friends. It's your idea. All right, look, the onion are starting good. We're going to give him another minute or so. What else am I going to put in there? Well, I got the bacon I'm going to put in. I'm going to put some more garlic. I'm going to put some more fresh herbs. You know what I'm going to put also is a Worcestershire sauce. I got it right there. I put it away earlier. But I'm going to put some of the Worcestershire sauce. And I'm going to put some wine. You don't have to if you don't like the wine. A lot of people don't drink wine. So if they don't drink wine, there's nothing wrong with that. Just add a little more beef stock. That's all. You don't need to replace wine. You don't drink it. Just put stock. I mean, you got to replace it with a liquid, but you don't need to, you know, this is how you replace it. You just don't put it in and you put extra stock. Okay, the onion are good. Now we're going to put the mushroom. And what do we do with the mushroom? We got to get rid of the water. And what's going to help us get rid of the water? Salt. And I was thinking this recipe would be happy with mushroom salt. Or the roasted garlic salt. Or the mushroom salt. Roasted garlic salt, I think would be perfect in here. You see? I'll put the salt in there and we're going to cook it. We're going to wait a minute. So we're going to take a little break, folks. We're going to come back. This is going to take about 4 or 5 minutes. So I'm going to take a quick little break. We'll come back when the mushrooms have lost all of their water. Okay, friends. Look at the mushrooms. They lost all of their water. You see? They lost all of their water. So now we're going to finish with the other ingredient. We're going to put the bacon. We're going to put our fresh thyme. And then we're going to put a garlic. You see? Put the garlic in there. And the second, not the minute, because here ain't going to be no minute. The second we smell the garlic, that means it's releasing its fragrance, we're going to put the wine. Another reason why, friends, I like to use a Madeira or a Marsala or a port is because they're fortified wine and they don't need to be reduced. So people say, well, why don't you reduce it? So I answered the question a couple of times, and I'm going to continue a little bit until the questions stop coming. But think about it something. When you're cooking, why are you reducing wine? Why do you reduce it? You're reducing it to make it softer, to make it sweeter, to make it not as bite. Because when you bring a regular wine like a Chardonnay or Cabernet Sauvignon to boil, you test it, it's terrible. You want to get rid of the alcohol. This guy right there is already sweet. You don't need to reduce it to make it nice and soft and smooth. It's a fortified wine. So here we go. Yeah, so that's why I like to put. You don't want to put that wine? Don't worry about it. Just put a red wine and just let it reduce. That's all, right? We're going to put a little bit of Worcestershire sauce in the sauce. And then we're going to I'm going to take the steaks out, friends. I'm going to take them out and let them rest a little bit. I call it a steak. Right? And then we're going to put a bit of beef broth. I have my beef broth right there, friends. And of course, at that point, you make as much or as little sauce as you wish. It's really up to you at this point, friends. So now you see the sauce is a little thick, a little thin. So we want to thicken it. So for those of you that have followed my video on how to thicken anything, where we make that roux, you'll be happy to see that I'm reusing it. Because I really want you guys to start doing this. This is really a cool trick. Remember, we did this on that video, how to thicken everything. Video right there, if you haven't seen it. This is a great way to do it. This is a cooked roux. If I were to use a regular roux, I would have to put it at the beginning so it cooks the flour out. Well, this has cooked already. It was in the oven all night. So this is a cooked roux, and this is a brown roux. So I'm going to put very little of it, just to thicken, so it's to the right consistency. And you see, the fact that it's already cooked, it doesn't need to to wait for it to thicken. You watch, it's going to thicken right away. So if you don't have any cooked root, and most people don't have it, you follow the video and you try to do it, because see, you can keep it at room temperature right here on your counter. It'll last a few months in there. Don't worry about it. It's clarified butter. So that's why I use clarified butter, so it doesn't go bad. And you can leave it in your counter without having to worry about it. So maybe just a little bit more. What do you think, friends? What do you think? Just a little bit more. And what that does, that adds a little bit of butter also. And then I'm going to add more. You see? So right there, friends, you have yourself an amazing sauce. Then we're going to test. Make sure it's good. Because, well, how can it be good? I didn't put any butter yet. So I am going to test it. It's going to be hot. Needs salt. More salt. Yeah, and more butter. Turn the heat off, and more butter. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Don't be afraid, okay? Now, you don't have to put the butter, but I do. Now, remember, when you put the butter, friends, you turn the heat off, and you want to mix it right away. And look how beautiful that is. So, I love freshly chopped parsley at the last minute, because I love the fresh fragrance of freshly chopped parsley. And right there, my friends, you have yourself a beautiful mushroom sauce that you can make with a steak. You don't have to make it with a Salisbury steak. You can make it with any steak you want. And look how beautiful that is, my friend. Now I'm going to test it again to make sure it's good. To make sure it's good. Look at this. You see? Look at this, friends. Well, I can't take so big of a spoon because it's delicious. I just started a nice piece of bacon in there. Okay, I'm gonna make a platter. Now this I like to serve family style, don't make it fancy. You can serve with mashed potatoes. You can certainly do some spinach, you can do some green beans, you can do a bunch of stuff with it. You can put the sauce on top, you can put the sauce on the side, and you know what? I don't have a clean plate. Can I get a clean plate, guys? Right there. I'm going to put a little bit of sauce right there. You see? I'm going to put a beautiful sauce right in there. See, right in my platter. And of course, if you serve it with the vegetables, you can make a fancy plate as well. It's really up to you, my friends. So, okay, we're just going to do this real quick. And we're going to put them right in there, you see? Beautiful. That's gorgeous. And of course, I'm going to try one in a minute. And then what I'll do, I'll take my freshly chopped parsley and I put it right on top, just like this. And of course, I would put a couple of parsley leaves to decorate the platter. But this is it, just right there. And then also, we're going to have a plate, and I'm going to test one. Now, this is going to be delicious. Yeah, simple. And then, friends, you can certainly do also what I love to do. A lot of sauce. And then we're going to take a fork, because we don't really need a knife, and we're going to go in and just cut it right into it. And this, my friends, is going to be delicious. Now, cook it however you want it. I don't like it rare like I like a steak. It's different. It's like a hamburger. I like a medium. Oh, mamma mia. I love it, love it, love it. You guys are going to love this. I hope you make it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Friends, we need subscribers. A lot of you watch but don't subscribe. Please subscribe. We love you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again in the next couple of days. Don't forget to ring that bell. We'll see you in the next couple of days with another fantastic video. Thanks for watching.